Good morning, sweet world, and welcome to the No Dunks podcast presented by FanDuel. It's Friday, February 6th, 2026. I'm J.E. Skeets here in the Classic Factory, and alongside me, as always, it's Tass Millis.
Trade deadline, don't stop.
Next to him, it's my top shot hot boy, Trey Kirby.
Ayo.
Ayo. And over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer JD.
Yeah, I knew I was forgetting something.
There he is. Whoopsie. Here we are. Who cares? We put up the NBA trade deadline special intro again. Big whoop.
Now we can talk about that big Xavier Tillman trade.
Yeah.
Oh.
Came in right after the buzzer.
Come on.
Changes everything.
Yeah.
On today's Drop podcast, it is Friday. We're doing the drop here. We're going to run through some top-notch worst of the week nominees. Really good batch from Tass here this week. We're going to highlight a few of last night's best performances, and we got some rapid fire near the end of the pod. But yes, first, shout out to everybody that joined us for yesterday's epic trade deadline live stream. We went 5 hours plus reacting to either trades that had just happened the night before or trades that were happening during the day. We had a lot to talk about. We had pizza. We talked with the chat all day long, and near the end, I paid off January's pick'em loss by getting into the pig costume and getting a little loopy. And that seemed to be a highlight for some, that final hour and a half or so with me in the pig costume.
Was it a highlight for you? It was,
Yeah, I had a blast.
I thought it was super fun from over here.
Yeah,
great to watch.
I enjoyed it. Again, I was going a little crazy by that point. We did a lot of talking this week with a lot of emergency podcasts and then the 5-hour live stream. But yeah, JD cut together a very funny short of the me in the pig costume, cutting WWE style promos and doing 360 jump farts and touching my belly with it. Yeah, a bunch of fun. So go check that out. It's on our YouTube page.
Show your kids. They'll love it. Guaranteed.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, the 2026 NBA trade deadline has come and gone, and while Giannis remains in Milwaukee, there were plenty of other big names on the move. In fact, 5 recent All-Stars got moved. 2 of them, Trae Young and Anthony Davis, now play for the 14 and 36 Wizards. A third, Jaren Jackson Jr., now plays for the 16 and 36 Utah Jazz. And the final 2, James Harden and Darius Garland, they got traded for one another. But I wanted to ask you guys, can you name the 5 other once-upon-a-time All-Stars that were dealt this week? Okay. Just had to have been an All-Star once in their career. I named the big recent ones. Okay.
Sorry,
Nikola Vucevic
that jumped out
is
right.
one.
Yeah.
Mike Conley.
Mike Conley
He
is
was
another.
traded.
There are 4 left. Sorry, there were 6 total.
Okay.
Vooch, Mike Conley Jr.
Mike Conley Jr. Other guys who were traded that were All-Stars. So let me look at my teams so I can remember. You said Vucevic,
No, don't have that one.
You said Garland. Luke Kennard, never an All-Star yet. Porzingis.
There you go. Thought you'd get that one.
Yeah, you said Harden.
Porzingis, yeah.
Now they get a little more difficult. They one guy though made a million All-Star teams, but you sort
Chris
of
Paul.
Chris Paul was traded yesterday.
Sneaky.
And then one guy was a multiple-time All-Star. Like he made a couple,
Okay.
two or three, but he's near the end of his career, so he was like basically a throw into a
Chris
trade.
Middleton.
There you go.
Nice.
Oof.
Yep.
And we've got one more, and he made one All-Star game in the
single
Eastern Conference,
All-Star.
and he came back to the East. He said, "I'm coming back."
So not Harden. He made a lot, but he
Yeah,
did
not
come
Harden.
to the East. Came back to the East. Who else?
Yeah, he made an All-Star team when he played on a pretty crappy franchise, though he had a pretty good year the year he made it. And then he made his way west, and he bounced around a lot. Always tied to the hip with one other guy, though, and he's come back to a pretty crappy team. All right, I'll give you 3 seconds.
Who was? He go to the Wizards.
He did go to the Wizards.
He go to the Wizards.
He was tied with someone that also went to the
yeah,
Wizards.
Anthony Davis. Who else did they trade in this diggity deal?
Say it.
From Dallas?
Correct.
Correct.
Say it.
I don't remember the other pieces.
Say his name.
Say his name.
D'Angelo Russell. Come on.
Oh, gosh. Was not
Yeah.
registering.
Yeah.
He was an All-Star. You're right.
Yeah.
So
You're right.
I guess that's
The Brooklyn
11
Nets
total
days.
All-Stars. When you add them all up, we're on the move at some point
That's
here
a
in the
lot.
last little week. Yeah, it's a lot. Let's show you the notable trade deadline moves. This is by way of The Athletic, putting together this slick little graphic. name of all the guys and the new team they're going to. I'm not going to read them all for the podcast listeners.
Ochai and Baji made it, huh?
Yeah, why not?
I guess the Nets did do moves.
They did. But let's do our annual NBA trade deadline winners and losers. Now that this has all happened, we've had some time to think about it. We'll do some winners. We'll eventually do some losers. Play along in the stream team. Hit the like button, subscribe while you're there. I'll get us started because I want to give a trade deadline winner to the Indiana Pacers and or the LA Clippers. All right? That and or is very important, and we will break that down. But the Pacers improved on Miles Turner with arguably a better player and a much better contract in Ivica Zubac coming from the Clippers. He's going to protect the rim. The guy does rebound. He doesn't block a lot of shots, but he is a really good defender, and he sort of controls the paint in different ways.
Eats up space.
He's one of the best screen setters, I think, in the league. That is going to be something special to watch with Tyrese Halliburton when he comes back. And here's the kicker. Like I said, he's one of the best contracts in the league for a guy at his sort of caliber or his caliber. He signed for 2 more years, $20.3 million and $21.7 million, respectively. Pretty good deal. So that's good. That's the Pacers. We'll come back to them. Clippers turned a 36-year-old James Harden into a 26-year-old Darius Garland. And a center in Zubac who maybe is at the peak of his value. They flipped that into Benedict Mathurin, a young, potentially still promising guard. He obviously can score, he can get to the line. Isaiah Jackson, and then multiple first-round picks. So I think both teams here got what they wanted, right? Mm-hmm. Indy jumps right back in, hopefully, into the championship picture next season when Halliburton comes back, and now they got a center, and they got a really good team still. And LA, they do this sort of like little reset here with the moves they made. They get significantly younger, which is good, and they get some draft picks back in that very bare cupboard of theirs. So I think that's win-win sort of for both of them.
It's a retool.
Yeah, retool.
It's not a break it down. Not
a
rip
rebuild.
It down yet.
A retool. Okay, sure. But one of them, the Pacers or Clippers, is going to get a whole lot more out of this trade deadline when we get to May and we find out how those ping pong balls fall. We haven't been this excited about ping pong balls since Marty Supreme premiered because
it's so true.
This is a very important piece. As part of that Zubac trade, the Clippers will receive Indiana's 2026 first-round pick, protected between number 1 and number 4 and number 10 and number 30. So let's make that make some sense. If it lands between number 5 and number 9, it goes to the Clippers, the 26th pick. If not, if the Pacers are still 1 through 4 or somehow win a bunch of games and slide out and pass 9th and are 10 plus in the first round, they keep it, then that gets shipped to LAC in 2031 as an unprotected pick.
Right.
This is big. This is going to be some drama going down when Mark Tatum's open up those envelopes.
Yeah. Exactly that. This trade totally depends on where the balls fall behind the scenes, because the lottery and all the balls and all the combinations happens literally under wraps. That has to be televised. We need to televise it.
Oh,
Why
I want to
not?
see the balls.
Wow.
I want to see all the balls. I want to see all the graphs pre-ball grabbing, pre-ball dropping. I want to see the graphs to see what combinations can work for each and every team. Statisticians are going to love this whole thing. This needs to be televised, and you want a complete, transparent league. That needs to be on air. Why not? Why not?
So at this moment, let's call it Indiana has a 52% chance, basically I'm rounding down a little bit, at keeping the pick, and the Clippers have a 48% chance at snatching it here in 2026. So, I mean, I'm sorry, forget the Super Bowl. I don't care if it's heads or tails. It don't mean shit. This is the coin toss that we should be caring about,
Exactly.
and both these franchises will. So this was fun. But even regardless of how it goes, and whether it's going to be a pick going this year to the Clippers or it's a 2031 pick, I get the reasoning from both franchises of what they did here at the deadline. So that's why I have them as a winner. And we talked about it yesterday and had some fun debates about it. So it was good.
But you didn't want to pick an actual winner.
I'm saying both of them.
Oh, okay. I think you're probably right. This is an awesome trade. This is like one of my favorite trades that we've had. We've had a lot more big names in trades, a lot more pieces going back and forth, but the moving parts of it is so cool. I saw Caitlin Cooper, the great Indiana Pacers writer, talking about how exciting the draft lottery is going to be. Pacers GM Kevin Pritchard responds, with popcorn emojis. This guy's like, yeah, let's go. This is my job. And I'm excited to see if we actually get to keep our pick. I think this is a great get for the Pacers. Getting Zubac, a good fit for them. I don't think he's a perfect fit for them. They're going to have to change up the way they play a little bit, but Rick Carlisle is an awesome coach, so he can figure it out. But even if this pick stays with the Pacers, they still gave up 2 unprotected firsts for a 29-year-old center. Mm-hmm. It's pretty risky regardless. Mm-hmm. I guess they're thinking if we keep this top 4 pick, we're getting a stud, so we'll still be good in 29 and 31. But Tyrese Halliburton is coming off an Achilles tear. Everyone's like, oh, he's going to be back next year. Yeah, he is. Will he be at all the same? No one knows at this point. Siakam will be 32 at the end of this year. My guess is that he's not around by the time those unprotected picks convey, regardless of what happens with the draft lottery. The Clippers, I think this is a super smart move. This is a sell high for them because how much better is Zubac going to get from an asset standpoint? He's on this great contract. He plays regularly. He was like a fringe All-NBA guy. You know, part of that I think is games played and stuff last year. But he's in the like 6 through 10 range of best centers in the NBA. But they went from a 0% chance of having a top 5 pick to a 50% chance at a top 5 pick. They got younger. They got more flexible. They got some future draft assets. I think I would say the Clippers won the trade for me, but I don't think the Pacers did a bad job here, and it makes for an awesome draft lottery night.
Absolutely. Again, that part needs to be televised, not just Mark Tatum with these envelopes, which people are going to be watching, but you want to get into the minutia of things. I mean,
you want like Kornacki at the board, breaking it down.
Not that I need every single stat on every single graph, but people like it. And it comes down to so many different combinations of the lottery balls. There could be, I think there was 7 possibilities for picks last year that end up going a different direction. It's super fun. I do think the Pacers are banking on Tyrese Halliburton coming back healthy. And I know in this day and age, it seems like guys are coming back from Achilles injuries way healthier. They are bouncing back. So
based on
that
one
big
guy?
part of other guys, no.
Who?
There's other guys.
Who?
There's other Achilles guys.
Name one.
Some of them.
It's Kevin Durant.
Oh, yeah, he came back extremely well. That's it? You're saying that's the only guy who's come back from Achilles? Let me Google. There has to be more.
Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah, that was 30 years
No way. Not going back. There's got to be better ones.
Look, the science is better. There's no better time to come back from an Achilles injury, but it's unproven for sure.
Yeah, the most recent ones aren't good. That's for sure. Like a Dame, those.
Yeah,
types.
He's not back yet either.
No.
Tatum not back yet either.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys who they want to come back and be as good as they were. We'll see if it happens.
Mm-hmm.
It has happened for Kevin Durant.
Yeah. You might be adding 2 more to that list though. If Halliburton and Tatum being a little younger can obviously bounce back. Yeah.
This trade all depends on where those balls fall because they could literally be in the 20s, way down the road for the Clippers in what they get back for the Zoob. That's what it all depends on.
Yeah. Both these teams I have as a winner here. Let's keep it going. Where are you going,
I will
Trey?
say, though, this trade and a lot of the other trades that went down, a lot of tanking teams.
Oh, my God, yeah.
A third of the league is going to give up for 2 months of the season. That's going to be brutal to watch. Sacramento, Indiana, Brooklyn, Washington, Utah, Dallas, Memphis, Milwaukee, and Chicago do not want to win.
Yeah.
For the next 2 months of the season. New Orleans wants to win, but they can't help it.
Yeah.
So I think that's a problem.
That is a problem. Yeah, that's the interesting part. Look, Giannis Antetokounmpo says he's coming back to play. If he's playing, they win. The Washington Wizards, they won last night. Some way, the guys on the floor, they want to win. Mm-hmm. The Pelicans, apparently DeJounte Murray is coming back. Like they didn't trade any part of their team. Mm-hmm. So they're still playing good ball. So if you break down each team, it seems that way, but I don't know how many are gonna give.
He listed a lot.
Yeah, a 10. Yeah.
I mean, I'm already tired of the inevitable. Oh my God, this league is cooked. Look at all these teams leaning into the tank here for this loaded draft. Like it's gonna be nonstop. Yeah. And fair enough. I mean, there's going to be some crazy lineups. There already has been, for crying out loud, of them trying to out-tank each other with sitting guys down and stuff like that. It's going to be pretty drastic here. I know we're going to talk about the Bucks here in a second, but the honest of it all, he wants to play. They sure as hell don't want him to play.
It's a great breakdown.
Good to come of him playing. Really. outside of just keeping him happy. That's it.
Yes.
that is it.
And that is truly,
Otherwise,
truly
he
important.
Could get injured again.
I will say, like the bottom
he helps
five,
them win.
the bottom five currently are between 12 wins and 14 wins right now. Then there's a bit of a drop off to the Jazz and the Mavs. You know, especially I should say maybe you lump in the Jazz. So the top or bottom six, you know, in the reverse standings, it's going to be a little difficult to catch them. They're all sort of in the same grouping. And when you break down the percentages, if we're going to get Kornacki right here, for the top three, it's 14%. For the fourth, it's 12.5%. For the fifth, it's 10.5%. For the sixth, it's 9%. So it's not drastically different at all, really. So there's a bit of a gap there. You can't lose that many games if you're in seventh place right now to catch those teams. Like the Dallas Mavericks have 19 wins. They have 5 more already than the fifth place team. So there's a gap already.
Yeah,
you know?
there is. All right, TK, who do you have for trade deadline winner?
Minnesota Timberwolves are a winner to me because they are, I think, the contender who improved the most. Getting Ayo Dosunmu, we've talked so long this season about how the Timberwolves need to make a move for a guard. They got one of the better guards who was on the market. He gives them basically what Nickeil Alexander-Walker did. They decided not to sign him last year. He ended up in Atlanta, but you're getting some three-point shooting from Ayo. He is having a hot season. He's like peaks and valleys, this guy, up and down. But if you're getting him during a good season, awesome. Shooting 45%, knocking him down at the top of the key, not just corners as well. He plays great on-ball defense. He's like an instant fast break all by himself. He's had 11 20-plus point games this season. He's a great compliment, I think, specifically to Edwards. Will draw a lot of eyes, and Ayo just catches the ball and gets downhill right away. No messing around. DiVincenzo's the guy who's going to chuck the threes, but Ayo will get downhill, and if he's got an open shot, he's going to take it. I also like the mix with Naz Reid and Bones Highland, 3 guys with long hair coming off the bench. Will look very, very cool. So I think this is a great move for the Timberwolves to beef up for the stretch run here.
Yeah, he's an automatic addition to the rotation. There's no doubt. I think you could see Ayo finish games beside Anthony Edwards and Dante DiVincenzo sitting that particular game because Ayo plays incredible defensively at times. You know, he'll get in front. He'll play extremely hard on the defensive end, catch and shoot. He's great. Getting downhill, he's great. I think you can call him the second best guard on their team at times. So a guy who gets inserted into the lineup, no doubt. I wonder what happens to Bones Highland because of that, who has been sort of the number one guard off the bench, essentially. You know, coming into the season, they were going to replace Nickeil Alexander-Walker with the sort of a 3-headed guy. It was Rob Dillingham, TJ Shannon, and a little Jalen Clark. And Dillingham obviously did not work out. They said, okay, got to cut the cord on that. TJ Shannon has not been the player that we expected to be. And so that's a great addition. This guy's going to be finishing games in the playoffs. This is important for them.
And he's playing for a contract. I mean, he is going to be a free agent after this season with this $7.5 million deal. He's going to an actual winning team. I mean, this guy has been sort of stuck on the mediocrity treadmill there in Chicago for his entire career. So he gets that sort of bump, that energy of playing in like big games and into the playoffs. And and he does all the sort of is obviously good and can score, but he does a lot of the dirty work, like you guys said. It's a great addition. And yeah, they pulled the plug on Dillingham after drafting him, and everybody got so excited. And I was like, oh, wow, he's going to be something. They didn't see it.
No.
Not that he was given much of an opportunity, but when he did, he didn't impress them enough. So they're like, all right, we want to win now. We've gone to conference finals. We like our team. We didn't make a Giannis move. Obviously, that maybe couldn't get across the finish line. So they pivot to this. Will Mike Conley Jr. make his way back to this team?
I guess he could.
He technically can because he got traded twice if he's waived again. So
Right.
Maybe not.
And they made the smart move of not going to a traditional point guard beside Anthony Edwards. I always advocated for Chris Paul and potentially going there as the sort of the mental, emotional leader, but he needs the ball in his hands. The good thing about Ayo is he can easily play off ball along with Dante DiVincenzo. You have to play alongside Anthony Edwards like he's Michael Jordan. You don't need a point guard beside him. You just need to be there. Yeah, you need to be there. Did Michael need a point guard? No. Does Anthony? No. So here we go.
Who do you have for a winner, Tess?
The Cavaliers. At least they have some hope going into this postseason, getting James Harden. You may say, James Harden, can't rely on that guy. Well, if you look at the postseason last year and the guy that they traded for James Harden, could you rely on him? In the round 2 against the Indiana Pacers, Donovan Mitchell, their leader, who's back obviously, averaged 33 points. He was carrying them. He needed somebody in a secondary role. And our man Darius Garland was not that guy. He played only 3 games because he was banged up. 14 points, 36% shooting from the floor, 16% shooting from 3. They lost in 5 games. I'll say this about Harden in a second round series that they hope to get to. He's going to play basketball. He's going to be out there playing. That's something greater than their secondary option in Darius Garland last year. You know, they hope more from Mobley, but you know, Mobley didn't come through in that second round either. He was also banged up, but that's a great thing for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have hope going to the second round this season. Also, they got Dennis Schroeder, who I know that, you know, people say, well, it's 11th team for this guy. He bounces around. Last year in the postseason, he was key for the for the Detroit Pistons. He was their second best guard at times, finishing games beside Cade Cunningham as the guard that they needed. He was great. The numbers are great. 2s, 3s. He was super efficient, and he takes the pressure off. You know, in some sort of scenario, you need Schroeder in a possession to bail you out. He can do that. They got Keon Ellis to see what he can become. I was surprised he wasn't on the athletic graphic there. You can throw on Ochai Agbaji, but you can't throw on Keon Ellis. And they said goodbye to DeAndre Hunter. Kobe Altman said, "That's my bad." Jalen Tyson has kind of replaced that.
Yeah.
They said the same thing with Lonzo Ball. Also, my bad. Moving on. And will it end well with James Harden a few years from now? No. But coming this postseason, they have way more aspiration. I think they've got a better feel in the second round against whoever it is, if it's the Knicks or the Celtics. They have a better feeling.
You got them winning a first round series just like that.
Yeah, I'm pushing. I'm really pushing. Yeah.
You think they could beat the Raptors?
Yes, 100%.
Aren't the Raptors like 4-0 against the Cavs or something this year?
Yeah, Scotty Barnes gets
Jimmy.
all pissed off when he takes on Mobley. Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to that. But yeah, they better make the second round. And honestly, who was the second best player in their playoffs last year? I named the guys. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I think it was Mobley. I think he was up and down in the playoffs, but he acquitted himself pretty well.
He did. Yeah, and so now he just has to be there well. Jimmy is also going to be well. Going to be doing his thing.
Who's Jimmy? James Harden?
Yeah,
Jimmy's
we're Jimmy.
Don't do that. You can't do that.
Sorry, man.
I got super confused.
Jimmy Harden.
We've talked for 8 shows. You can't call James
No.
1,000 times.
But, I mean, you brought up Mobley and then Jared Allen, and this is a big part of it, too. The idea that James, call me Jimmy Harden, will be able to help those two guys because that's all he does. He makes bigs on your team look a hell of a lot better because of all the attention he draws and how great he is in the pick and roll action. You roll, he's going to find you. He's an elite passer. I mean, he's going to go down as one of the greatest scorers of all time. He's an unbelievable playmaker for a guy his size, too. So, yeah. I mean, you said the Wolves being one of the championship contending teams maybe did the most or got the best at the deadline here. Depends how you feel about the Cavs, too.
Sure.
I guess they're in the conversation if you have them in that tier because they made some big moves here.
Yeah, I don't think they were in that tier prior to the trade deadline.
Right.
And that's the good thing.
Yeah.
So they have a little bit of hope. Just like I have hope for televising the lottery. I just thought of me geeking it out and calling him Jimmy Harden just being a geek. At the very least, they're not going to televise it, but at the very least, let's have a NBA League Pass stream with, let's say, exactly.
You're right. Maybe you don't need it on the main broadcast, but for the sickos, tap into League Pass. We'll show you the back room.
Yeah.
When you're talking about this, I'm actually getting more and more terrified with all of these possibilities of things jumping and changing, the odds flying on, moving around, because they can't even get it right like last year. Remember the broadcast last year when they were unveiling the picks? Like it was all over the map. They're saying like, oh, that means so-and-so's got the, like it was complete confusion.
True.
So this could be even worse.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember it was the actual picks breaking down when they pulled them out of the envelopes and the broadcasters were saying it that
I mean,
way.
you got to react to it on the spot. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Because you're like, who fell and what does that mean? Do you stay in the top? Like you're trying to figure all that out.
Give me Danny LaRue and Nate Duncan, and they will break it down, baby. Just the actual machinations of it all. They can do it. You could have like a week pre-show of those guys giving you numbers because it is.
Wow. This guy wants a pre-show.
Just cheers and milks back and forth. Talking lottery odds. That is the ultimate sicko stream.
It's real sicko stuff. And the numbers, the combinations of numbers back there, it is sick. What you were just saying.
What's your favorite number?
2.
2 is good number. Good number. I can't wait for the inevitable article that says the Clippers were, any of these 6 other final digits would have got them the Pacers.
That's what it was last year.
I cannot wait for it.
I hate that. As a Bulls fan who saw the Mavericks get Cooper flagged by one combination,
Right.
Don't tell me, Danny.
It's coming. It's coming for either Clippers fans or Pacers fans. You know it's coming.
There are so many teams that have stuff riding on the draft lottery. Like the Bucks are going to have stuff riding on the draft lottery. Like how good is our pick going to be? The Hawks will be tuned in for sure. That's going to be exciting.
Other top 8 protected picks.
Man,
there's a lot of that.
Crazy.
Good luck, Danny and Nate. My God.
Good luck, Danny.
Let's do another round of winners.
But with regards to the Cavs, I think Harden is going to be good for literally everybody on their team. Take some of the load off of Donovan Mitchell, first and foremost, but a great setup man for Mobley and Allen. And guards that, like, catch the ball and can attack a closeout play awesome on Harden since he draws so many eyes and he gets off the ball so quickly. Like, as soon as you're open, you're getting the ball from James Harden. So good news for Jalen Tyson as well. But I do think doing this trade, the Cavs are the team that's under the most pressure going into the playoffs. Mitchell, make it to a conference finals.
Yeah.
James Harden, the ultimate question mark in the playoffs. You got to win your series in 5 games. That way you don't, have to worry about 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Jared Allen, how bright are the lights?
Yep.
Evan Mobley, like I said, I think he's
too.
been pretty solid the past couple of years, but we're wanting to see more from him, take the next step. And I think if he had established himself as their second go-to guy, they maybe don't even do this move.
Yeah.
So a question mark there. All of this with the Donovan Mitchell, should I stay or should I go?
Right.
Hanging over the top of things. That's a lot of pressure on Cleveland.
Absolutely. But now they got James Harden. He'll be the scapegoat no matter what happens.
That's a great point. Yep.
Because now
He always thrives under pressure, though. Is what I've always said about James Harden. He likes it when things get tough.
Yeah.
It is funny that in the Eastern Conference, you're right, the Cavs under that pressure, but because you can win it all, there's more teams that are under pressure, though. I do think, not just the Cavs. Like the Knicks,
Sure.
it's
they're
finals
up
or
there
bust.
too.
Really, with what happened with them, as well as the Pistons, now the number 1 seed.
I don't think they're under that much pressure.
So
pressure to win a series, absolutely.
absolutely,
But
yes.
I don't think ever going to be like if they don't make it to the conference finals or finals.
Knicks
people
are there.
Yeah.
Knicks and
Yeah,
Cavs
God,
to me.
yeah.
I mean, the Cavs have had a disappointing season. They won 64 last year. They were 1-2 with the Knicks coming into this year, and they're doing these moves to entice Mitchell to stay, basically.
Yeah.
So I think
And all
a lot
that-
of eyes on them. Boston, it's like gravy right now, playing as well as they are without Tatum.
Yeah.
But the Cavs are only like 2.5 games back of the second seed. Like, so they're not even like way back. Like they could like easily be the second seed. I mean, still a disappointing year up to this point. Yeah, because we thought they would maybe run away with the number 1 seed or at least be battling the Knicks or whatever. But they could still get there and at least have home court advantage besides everyone except the Pistons. And who knows, maybe the Pistons, they don't even run into them in that scenario. So.
Yeah. Besides the Knicks and here the Cavs, I guess pressure is the wrong word for the rest of them. There's just this additional hope because it's the Eastern Conference and maybe we can do it this year. Maybe there's an outside chance for all these teams just because of it's just sort of like mediocrity. There's no one that really stands out. No team that stands out in particular because the Boston Celtics literally could think Vooch could be going to the NBA Finals. They can think that. They can definitely think that.
Oh, man, Vooch holding the Larry Bird Trophy for winning the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Just wait and see.
Let's do another round of winners. Where do you want to go?
Oklahoma City Thunder are a big-time winner for me. First and foremost, they got better. They basically swapped out Ousmane Dieng, who was a bit piece for them, would play a little bit when guys were hurt, or they just decided to see what their 10 through 12 guys had.
Yeah.
They swapped him out for Jared McCain, who I think we're all anticipating him rediscovering himself after battling back from injury. We've talked a lot about how he has shot better percentages in 2026. A lot of hope being put on those 23 games at the beginning of last season before anybody had ever scouted this guy. So we'll see what he's actually capable of. But at the very least, I think he's going to do more for the Thunder than Ousmane Dieng is. He's also an important player for them as a potential like Lou Dort or Aaron Wiggins replacement because as these extensions start kicking in for SGA, J-Dub, and Chet, the Thunder are basically going to have to cycle through young guys if they want to keep their big 3 together. So getting a young rotation guy only in his second year could be big. Also, nobody made a big swing.
No.
Really. Denver ducked the tax. The Lakers added Luke Kennard. San Antonio and Houston did literally nothing. I do love Io for Minnesota, but that's a tinker move more than anything.
Sure.
Giannis stayed in the Eastern Conference.
Yep.
That's good for the Thunder. And then, of course, their draft chances improved. The Clippers traded 2 of their 3 best players and are now in a very weird position where they want their pick to jump into the top 4 so that the Pacers pick falls out of the top 4. That's awesome for OKC. They're like, great, we're getting a top 4 pick now? That would be huge. The Jazz added to their team. They currently only have a 4% chance that their pick, which is top 8 protected, goes to Oklahoma City. But if they actually play Jaren Jackson Jr., I mean, I think Vince Williams is actually a nice little get for them as well. He's a solid player. They got some decent role guys. If they play him and win enough to get up to 7th in lottery odds, it's a 14% chance that the Thunder get that pick. If the Jazz win enough to get to 8th in lottery odds, it's a 42% chance that the Thunder get that pick.
Yeah.
How did they do this? They got a good player. Nobody else beefed up, and they're going to be adding potentially 2 top 10 picks. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, to answer how did they do this? How did they get away with this? Well, big part of it is they had so much draft capital that they were the only team, correct me if I'm wrong, the only good team with championship aspirations to trade a first-round pick here at the deadline.
Yes.
Because they got a lot of them. And so they're like, all right, we can trade one for Jared McCain. No, that's the Rockets pick. It'll be near the end of the first round. Who cares? We can do that. So, yeah, I'm with you. I had them as a winner too. I think most people do because they got Jared McCain and all the other things that didn't happen in the Western Conference.
Yeah, it's a real tough moment for the Houston Rockets because they didn't do anything, and that was their pick that they OKC was able to deal. But I am worried about the Houston Rockets not getting a guard to try and get them up there because Fred and his torn ACL is probably what they're looking at. Maybe they're smarter than us and they know that he's coming back, but that's the longest time he's ever been out. And when he came back last year after being out a month plus, it took him a while. So we're here 2 months away from the beginning of the playoffs. He's got to come back at some point, and that's the concerning part. But OKC, man, yeah, I do think as far as things that they should be concerned about, it's Jalen Williams is not looking like himself. He's still injured. That's worrisome. He's literally their second best scorer. No disrespect to Chet, but as far as ball handler goes, there's no question he is their second best scorer. So I do like this just as a sneaky move for when Jalen ain't right, or like with the guys you mentioned, when they're not right, when Wiggins isn't right, or when AJ Mitchell's is not right. Yeah. They need this. They need somebody to score. He's good at things, and he's coming back. At least he's healthy, unlike Jalen Williams.
And TikTok Jared McCain fits right into
no
that
doubt
young
he does.
Thunder roster too, and their social media hijinks.
Very true.
Good fit. Good fit, you would think, in the locker room and on social media. Let's keep it going. Let's do one more round from you for a winner.
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks, they got the best player available.
It's a great way to put it.
Giannis Antetokounmpo was playing for the Milwaukee Bucks. They had a lot of social media fun. I don't know if they went to TikTok, but Doc Rivers was calling out Shams Charania and for all the rumors coming out of that camp for a couple months, saying that Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is coaching the celebrity game, is planning on trading Shams Charania. Giannis went on to IG. I think he also went on to X with the Wolf of Wall Street, standard stuff. Yeah, he's doing his thing.
I'm not going
loyal.
anywhere, except he does go.
Leaving.
Actually, he actually does leave his job in the movie. I don't know if Giannis knows that, but
later, right?
Later, just like this situation.
Just like this situation. And that brings us to the summer. What is going to happen in the summer? Okay, let me take a step back. What's going to happen here this second half? Is Giannis going to play? He said he's going to play. He said he's going to be healthy and he's going to play.
Fascinating.
That is the fascinating part. They have the 8th worst record right now, and they retain that pick most likely, depending on the lottery balls and how everything happens with the New Orleans Pelicans, because the Atlanta Hawks decide, I want the Pelicans pick or I want the Bucks pick. And it's likely they'll just take the Pelicans pick, so the Bucks keep their pick in this scenario. It's 8. Now, after the draft, you can easily trade that pick to try and get a good player in return. And after the draft, they have their 2031 and 2033 available to also trade to entice Giannis to stay. It ain't dead. I'm not leaving. There's a chance that he does stay if they package something together. But does he play? Does he bring that draft pick down to the teens? Because looking at all the stats, all the records, I should say, in the Eastern Conference, he could easily jump his team into the play-in. it'll take a little bit of work, but he could get there, and it'll be in the teens. Kevin Porter Jr. is back healthy as well. That's key for them because they need absolutely everybody they got. So this second half is very, very interesting for the Milwaukee Bucks, and then the offseason also will be very interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if they even want to get a top 3 pick. Like, the Pelicans get number 1, goes to the Hawks, and the Bucks get number 3, stays with Milwaukee. If they get the number 3 pick, are you trading that for a star? Or are you like, we're getting a potential star? Giannis is 31.
Yeah,
they haven't
yeah.
won even a first-round series in almost half a decade. So I think they would rather be like the number 5 pick. You can justify trading that one a lot more than the next franchise cornerstone. So they're in a weird position.
They are.
But they got Giannis.
Right now they do.
Yeah. And we still don't know his diagnosis for his calf. We didn't hear a thing about his soleus.
His diagnosis,
the only one who said anything about it was Giannis post-game saying, it's my calf, it's my soleus. It's going to take me to 4 to 6 weeks out. I know through my NBA experience, he's the only one. He's the only doctor who said anything. The Doc Rivers didn't say anything. The actual doctor said nothing, but he said, I'm going to return and play when I can play. The fact is, I guess he was limping through his calf, so he knows best. Like, he was trying to play through it. It's not like he's going to be injured for a long time, but he basically thinks that he sustained the same injury that he sustained earlier this season, which is 4 to 6 weeks. The guy says he's coming back to play.
But they should not let him. They shouldn't.
But you can't say no to this guy. You can't say no to him. So you just to have their pick be worse is what you're saying.
Yes. Again, and he could re-injure himself. I mean, that's very possible, especially if he's pushing it. Like he was already. He even admitted. In other words, like, yeah, you were pushing it. When his wife is texting him and the coaching staff and everybody like, what are you doing, man? Like, especially before the deadline. But yeah, he says he wants to play, and he's going to attract people. That was a part of that caption, right? That legends don't leave or whatever.
Yes,
they attract.
So, yeah,
they attract.
Yeah, right now they're 8. They could drop to 6 if they go really, really bad. That's probably the worst that they would drop to, and then the lottery balls could bounce you up, obviously. But I don't know. Wouldn't be surprised if they're in the teens.
Look, your insane prediction that Giannis will still stay with Milwaukee could come true, and now you're not alone because Nate Jones is saying it as well. I thought you hacked his Twitter account last night. He's basically said, I'll read Nate Jones' tweet. Not what transaction-hungry people want to hear, but the Bucks will land a top 5 pick in this year's draft and then use their additional future pick flexibility to get more talent around Giannis and that top 5 pick. So you're not alone.
Yeah, and we've said it for a couple months here. I was crazy just to say simply that he's going to stay through this season for many, calling it crazy. We got there. We'll see what happens. In the summer.
But for the second consecutive offseason, we got the spotlight here on the future of Giannis. Here we go again. As he enters the last year of his contract, because he's got the player option in 27-28, he's eligible to sign the massive 4-year, $275 million extension starting October 1st. So that's huge too. If he balks at signing that deal, then it's like you're basically forcing the Bucks to trade him at that point. But who knows what this guy, man, sort of opinion and how he tackles this changes sort of day to day and who he's talking to, in my opinion.
It's the eggs, man. Yeah. Sometimes you like them scrambled. Sometimes you like them sunny side up.
I know.
How'd you have your eggs this morning?
How do you guess?
Scrambled.
No.
Oh.
Sunny side up.
I thought maybe you would change it since Giannis stayed.
I actually had one sunny side up egg today because the second egg I cracked, I don't even know how to describe it. It was off.
An off egg?
It was something like, it was super bulbous and like looked a different color. Nora said there's blood in it. I was like, she's like, don't eat that. She wanted me to throw out both of the eggs because they were touching. I'm like, no, I'm not throwing out both. I hate throwing out eggs.
Nah. They were touching in the
economy?
pan. In the pan they were touching?
When we can't even get paid? I ain't throwing out eggs, girl.
Hey, there's a car place down the street that offers a free egg with $200 purchase.
Yeah, I drive by it every time. I laugh every time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, so back to me for the final winner here of the trade deadline. I do have a couple. I'll slip them in quickly here. I love what the Hornets did at the deadline. They moved Colin Sexton to Chicago for Kobe White. They took a cheap flyer on Malachi Branham, and they picked up some cash when they took on Xavier Tillman Sr. from the Celtics, who were ducking under the luxury tax. But most notably, They didn't trade any of their core guys. And if you believe their GM, Jeff Peterson, he said he was getting calls left and right. Everybody saying, hey, can we get that piece of your core? Can we get that piece of your core? Can we get that piece of your core? And he decided here with the way they're playing, the way they're clicking, finally winning games here under Charles Lee, that no, they're just going to see this out here right now. So they're just stringing together solid move after solid move, the Hornets are. This is some good work here by the Hornets front office, and it's nice to see it translating on the floor as well. So I got
Passed the Bulls into the play-in yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. They got another quality win. I also have the Knicks as a small winner from yesterday because they got Jose Alvarado for not a lot, right? And this was sort of crucial after we learned Deuce McBride's going to be out for at least till the playoffs. It sounds like he's got a core muscle surgery coming up. So he's going to be out for a little bit of time. So you get another guard there. Alvarado, we talked about it on the live stream, like going to be an instant fan favorite. The minute he makes his first dive to the floor or the obviously sneak behind steal, the place, Madison Square Garden, is going to erupt. He's a local boy. He's also good, man. Like, obviously a bunch of deflections for a guy his size, and he fights through screens. He's scrappy. And so that's nice. That's just good work. They basically got off of Gershon Yabusele. That didn't work, so they cut bait there.
He's kicking ass last night, though.
He was hooping.
He was hooping last night. But I'll add, Giannis still in Milwaukee. He didn't go to the Miami Heat. He didn't go to the Cavs. He didn't go to the Raptors, who were rumored once upon a time. So that's good for the Knicks, too. That's still a possibility that maybe Giannis wants to just go play in Madison Square Garden. So we'll see come summertime. And then another good team. The Pistons didn't do any sort of like crazy big move. Got Kevin Huerter. So I just think the Knicks has a minor winner. But my real winner is Vucevic. The Vooch is loose.
The Vooch is loose.
Man, this guy, 15-year vet. He's never had any sort of playoff run. His postseason resume, we went over it. It's 3 5-game losses in the first round. He had one other game he played with the Sixers way back in the day, but he now gets a chance to play on a good team here and maybe advance after he was traded from Chicago to Boston. And yeah, he's a defensive liability. He has been, at least when he was on Chicago. He gives up a lot of baskets at the rim. Opponents shoot, what'd you say, 68% at the rim this season against him. But big upgrade on the offensive end for the Celtics. Even if he doesn't start, this guy can come in there. He can hit threes. He's hit 39% of his threes over the past 2 seasons on decent volume for a center. And that works in the Celtics system. I mean, worked when Horford and Porzingis were bombing threes. Again, they're giving you defense, which is nice. He's not doing that, but just this guy's a winner. He gets to sort of leave the Bulls.
Did you just say Nikola Vucevic is a winner? Oh, a trade deadline winner. Okay.
Yeah. Trade deadline
because he has been one of the top 3 players on every team he's played for, which, like you said, never even makes the playoffs or wins a game. So
Good
I don't
thing
know
for him is he's not a top 3 player on the Celtics.
Probably not a top 5 player on the Celtics.
So that's good. Good for him.
He's maybe number 7.
That he gets to actually win a postseason. Potentially. It's not a given, obviously, that the Celtics just roll through to the second round. Some good opponents, but he has a chance here. He's got a chance. This guy's had no success, team success. So I got him as a winner. He's got to be happy.
Playing on the second.
Got to be happy.
The Bulls won a game this year. He was doing a post-game press conference, and he had the guys behind him goofing around, joking around. He's like, "Cut this shit out, man. We're not that good."
Yeah.
So he was upset in wins this year. And frustrated, I guess, is a better way. So he gets here at the end of his career, basically, as he gets into the twilight of his career, gets maybe a chance.
Yeah, we'll see how hard being in Boston makes him play, just in that Boston environment. If there's any more left, coming off the second unit makes sense for sure because you're playing against worse competition who ain't gonna slash you and cut you up in the lane and just get to the hoop as easily. But that's going to happen too. Either way, he's going to bomb away for this team.
He'll hit a game winner. He'll hit a game winner for them for sure.
Okay, you got 2 in the postseason?
No. No.
Because you already said Tatum's going to return and hit 1.
I wonder if Vooch will be playing important minutes in the postseason for the Boston Celtics. I think crunch time, I'm rolling with a better defender in Kata.
Maybe they'll be subbing him for offense, defense. Maybe Missoula would do that. All right, let's do trade deadline losers. TK.
Got the Warriors. They wanted Giannis. They got Porzingis. Simple as that. It's like going shopping for a 2020 Range Rover. 70,000 miles, and you come home with a stupid 2012 Highlander hybrid that breaks down 130,000 miles. You thought it was
Speaking from experience?
Yeah, you thought it was going to last 200,000 miles, didn't you? You thought maybe even 300. That was what your last Highlander did. But no, you got Kristaps Porzingis. He's played 17 games this season, 5 since November 25th, and I just can't believe they're still not trading the future away for Steph Curry. Okay, you don't want to. They couldn't get Giannis. They think they're probably still in the mix for the summer, but there was rumblings that Giannis wouldn't even want to be a Golden State Warrior if it came to it because he didn't want to pull a Kevin Durant and join up with Steph Curry, go to another person's team where he's going to still be behind Steph. They could have pivoted to Michael Porter Jr. pretty easily. If they
Jaren
wanted,
Jackson Jr. maybe even.
They could have pivoted to Jaren Jackson Jr. if they were willing to give up the picks, just like the Jazz were. But I think that's disappointing to get a guy in Porzingis who you're like, will he play?
Yeah.
Will he be on a team next season? Like, will Porzingis stick around in the NBA past this year? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
He's got like serious medical conditions that keep him off the court. So I think it's just disappointing for Warriors fans to think they still have a chance here with Curry playing at the level he is. Once Jimmy Butler went down, it seemed like, we're going to try and make some moves, but instead they just packed it in. And they're like, okay, we'll try our hand at the play-in tournament once again. Totally mismanaged the Jonathan Kuminga situation, turned it into a guy who's an even bigger question mark than Kuminga. So I think very disappointing deadline for Golden State.
Yeah, what was Ramona Shelburne's report that they had? Oh, I guess it was Jaren Jackson Jr.
So.
That the Warriors were calling about Jaren Jackson Jr. and then they heard, there's an option for us to get Giannis maybe. So then they pivoted, and then Giannis was gone, and so was Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
So they had no situation. But Kristaps Porzingis just makes an old team even older. That's the scary part for this Warriors team. Even though they fight through and they get some dubs yesterday, and their old man Horford was doing his thing
was
last
balling
night.
last night. What a
great
comeback from the Warriors.
Yeah, that was a great win.
Especially after Dylan Brooks was talking all this shit to Steph on the sideline. Steph wasn't even playing, but they come back late. Yeah, 16-2 run late.
Yeah, but there's nothing to be positive about here. Old team just got older. Guy who played at fewer half the games this season, preceded by half the games last year, preceded by about a third of the playoff games the year before that with the Celtics. So how can you be super excited?
Here's the only way it can get worse, too. If Kuminga balls out for the Hawks, just like goes on a tear, that's going to look real rough if it happens.
Yeah, I heard Zach Lowe talking with Kirk Goldsberry, and he says he thinks the Hawks want to flip Kuminga. So they'll probably give him a big opportunity during the second half of the season here. And imagine they're able to trade him for like anything during the summer. That would make this look even worse, I think.
Okay, Warriors, a loser at the trade deadline. Where do you want to go?
The Sacramento Kings. They had everybody available. Come take our core with a decent offer, but no one made a deal for all of these players. Sabonis, Levine, or DeRozan. That's their top 3 paid players, and they're signed through next season as well. It's just a bleak situation this season. What happens when they get to next season? It's also going to be bleak. And they got DeAndre Hunter, who's also signed through next season. He's already starting for this team.
They added more money.
Yeah.
To a team that's dead last.
Dead last.
That's weird.
And for him to play a prominent role on this team, he's already starting. How's that going to work? They're the worst record in the NBA. They traded away Dennis Schroeder, Keon Ellis, and Dario Saric just to get rid of his money. They got DeAndre Hunter this trade deadline. That's not good. And I feel bad for Malik Monk. He's been there forever. He's also signed through next season. No one could find him. No one could get him on their bench, in that sort of role that, like the Hornets were able to go get Kobe. That kind of thing. Nobody wanted Malik Monk. He could have been had, maybe. Or I guess not. But that's their team. Malik Monk signed through next year. DeAndre Hunter signed through next year. Sabonis, Levine, DeRozan all signed through next year. So they'll be making calls. There'll be talks in the summer, but doesn't look like they're going anywhere.
Very depressing.
I think DeRozan is non-guaranteed for next year, so they'll probably cut him, and he could end up on another team. They do have one big game that matters, the draft lottery. That's a huge game for them.
Massive.
They need a win. They've lost, 10 straight, I think?
12-40, and they have an insane payroll. And, obviously guys that were names, but doesn't click, and that's going to be a rough final 30 games. If you've got Sacramento Kings tickets, you probably can't give those away right now.
Yeah.
I know you got a nice arena. That's good, at least.
Yeah.
That's
true.
Yeah.
But man. Okay. I'll keep the bad vibes going here. My trade deadline loser, I'm going to give it to the Miami Heat. They say, guys, in fact, they wrote it on the court once, that the Miami Heat are the hardest working, best conditioned, most professional, unselfish, toughest, meanest, nastiest team in the NBA. They need to add laziest to that. The Heat are the only team in the East to not make a move at the NBA trade deadline. Did nothing. 2 teams in the West, actually good teams.
Yep.
Spurs and Rockets, so maybe it makes a little bit more sense. The Heat are not good. The Heat, for whatever reason, the Bulls get all the crap about playing in the play-in year after year. I mean, that's the Miami Heat. They're probably going to go to their 4th straight play-in tournament here. Probably.
Agreed.
And they're always coming up as continually missing out on potential stars that are maybe have their eyes on South Beach. I mean, Damian Lillard, of course, comes to mind. Kevin Durant, Giannis here. Even John Morant pivoting to that. So it's rough. They're really bad too. I don't know, sort of gotten overlooked. They haven't been good since like the start of December.
Yeah.
So they're sort of remind me of the Heat the last couple seasons. They're like the kid in like Little League Baseball who's like 8 years old, who's like probably 5 foot nothing or like 4 foot nothing and goes to the plate and just takes balls every time because the pitchers aren't good and they can't find the strike zone. So he just walks all the time, always getting on base. Good stuff. Great strategy. That works when you're 8 years old, works maybe when you're 9 years old. But then when you get like 10 and 11, the pitchers start to get a little better. You got to swing the fucking bat, kid. You
Swing the pat.
Take it off your shoulder. And they just don't here. And they haven't. So you got to swing at some point, I think. But I got the Heat as a loser, man. What are you laughing
Totally.
at? I watched a lot of Little League baseball.
Swing the bat.
Yeah.
We're trying to hit dingers here.
Yeah.
Adults do it
Hit a
too.
dinger, hit a single, hit a double.
Adults do it too.
Adults do it in softball.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
They just want to get on base.
I know. Come on, man. What are we doing?
It's not fun.
No. Swing.
Do you think they should have went after John Morant?
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently it costs nothing to maybe get him.
Okay, so according to a random report from a man named Greg Sylvander, the Grizzlies asked the Heat for Jaquez or Khalil Ware, Terry Rozier, and a first-round pick for Ja.
Yeah. Yes.
You would trade a first-round pick for Ja Morant?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
I do. I do.
They could.
I still have a little faith in John Morant
Yep.
leveling up when he gets to a new team, whenever that is. But yeah, I could be wrong. He can't shoot. Right? You know, maybe his athleticism is gone. Still into guns, for all we know. So yeah, maybe there's an issue, but I believe in John Morant still. Yeah,
They should have
look,
done something.
Yeah, they should have
done
done
something for sure.
Like no infusion of talent here on a team, like I said, that's been really struggling, and it's just going to be in the play-in again.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. And a lot of injuries too. So even their, air quotes best players like Tyler Hero can't stay on the floor. It's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a break.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And when we come back, we will do Worst of the Week nominees.
I had the Bad Bunny blasting in the car today. Oh,
nice.
yeah. When those bongs come in. How can you not get into it? It's the last call for football on FanDuel. There's football to be had. There's also Bad Bunny to be had. Get ready for the Super Bowl. This is the final chance to place your bets before the NFL season closes its tab. The Seahawks are favored by 4.5. If you haven't heard, they should win. Just hope they don't get up 28-3. You know what I mean?
Oh, wait. Come on. Too soon.
Too soon. FanDuel.
Remember we were going to go out. We were going to go
Afterwards?
out that night when the Atlanta Falcons were going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We were in your house. We were at your place.
Yeah.
All right, where are we going? We got to go out, right? Yeah, we got to go out. Good thing we didn't go out.
Who else? There was a secret guest there that night. His name, I lost his name. He was there that night.
At your place?
Yeah.
Secret guest?
Secret guest. He
What the
wasn't
hell
a
does
secret
that
guest.
mean?
Another way to put it was a guy that we don't usually hang out with. He was just in town. Hardcore basketball guy. Used to be OKC hardcore numbers guy. Worked in OKC's front office to some degree, maybe.
Sebastian
house?
Prudy? What?
Yeah.
Sebastian Prudy was at your Super Bowl?
Yeah. You were there. I was there.
I was there. We left,
Yeah,
we
no,
left after watching
I
Lady
don't
Gaga. I was like,
remember
this is
him
great,
being
man.
there.
We're going to
Yeah.
go home, celebrate
Yeah.
the Falcons Super Bowl. And by the
Nice.
time I got home, I was like, uh-oh.
Wow.
Nice callback. Yes. Sebastian
Wow.
Pruitti. Nice callback. Anyways,
know that.
make it count because after the Super Bowl, the season's over and football is officially done. If you're a new customer, bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if you win. Last call for football on FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. Visit FanDuel.com/podcast to get started.
All right, if you're joining us on YouTube, do us a favor, hit the like button if you haven't. It's right there. Just go click that little thumbs up. I'm sure you've subscribed, but just double check if you are. And podcast listeners, leave your boys a 5-star rating and review. Let's get to worst of the week.
Ladies and gentlemen, the worst of the week.
First of 3 nominees is the Lakers' Jaxson Hayes, who took out the Wizards mascot. Just took out G-Wiz. And he suspended 1 game for it. If you're watching on YouTube, we've got that video of him as G-Wiz is flying down the court. He just decks him.
Body checks him.
Yeah, and G-Wiz hammers a dancer for the Washington Wizards. Goes from getting hammered from Jaxson Hayes to hitting a dancer, and apparently G-Wiz is all right. But you don't
How's the
often...
dancer?
I don't know.
Okay.
Great point. There's more padding for G-Wiz.
Yeah.
Oh, me dressed up as the pig yesterday, you could have thrown me off a roof. I would have been fine. I was bounced.
Yeah,
so I'm sure G-Wiz would have been all right.
Yeah, and that's why I was a little surprised that Jaxson Hayes got a 1-game suspension for hitting a mascot. Do we ever see that?
I mean, Robin
maybe.
Lopez does it all the time.
Yeah, but
it's in jest.
It's in jest.
Yeah.
This is
they're in
weird
on
though.
it.
Like G-Wiz does not expect this to happen.
not at
Obviously.
all.
And maybe I'm sure he got rattled inside there. Ugh, his head whipping back.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't know, as you said. He was running back. He was sprinting to the tunnel, and Jackson got him.
Why did
Not good.
Jaxson Hayes do this? Like, did he just think it was going to be silly a little bit and like doesn't know his own strength?
Or maybe, like you said, oh, here comes this padded mascot. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Odd.
I don't like it.
Very odd.
Do not like it.
It's like dark too. Like, I mean, you can't even see, I imagine, in
Oh,
that thing
yeah.
to begin with in the mascot suit.
Must have been terrifying moments.
Second nominee during NBC's pregame show, Reggie Miller is right beside Caitlin Clark, gets asked by Maria Taylor, who's your comp in the NBA for Caitlin Clark? And oh gosh, you don't want to hear this answer. Here it is.
That reminds you of the young lady to your right?
I like Payton Pritchard from Boston, the way he's able to handle.
No, cut it.
He
We don't
makes
want to
big
hear
shots
anymore.
from the shot
We don't want to hear
Her
anymore.
face.
Yeah, I mean, she handles it well. He goes on to say she is going to go win a championship just like Payton Pritchard
nice
did.
save, Reg.
And that's when Caitlin Clark says, "Thank you, Reggie." She was being very, very kind. He also said she is now the best shooter in Indiana, better than Tyrese Halliburton, better than me. But the thing that's making the headlines,
Payton Pritchard.
you're Payton Pritchard, Caitlin Clark.
I love her immediate reaction though. Like she's not trained in television, so she maybe forgets for like 1 second
Yeah.
that you're on camera, and it's a fair response to him
She's
saying it.
puzzled.
Very puzzled.
Why Payton Pritchard?
I don't even think it's a good comp.
No, it's
like
not.
play style. Like she's an awesome passer.
No,
it's
yeah,
not.
It's not.
Very weird.
Yeah, Melo goes on to say she had it right. I think he's saying that Caitlin Clark compared herself to Luka in some way. Because, well, he said she's right. The Luka comparison is the one I think of. So Melo says she's like Luka, which is, you know.
And she talked about like I want
definitely
to
better than
take
Payton
things
Pritchard.
from Luka's game and add them to mine and all that. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess that's
what
where
you're
it came from. I know some people do the Steph thing, which is very difficult to say, but you can see why. More so than Payton Pritchard.
Definitely. Yeah.
She goes deep. She'll pull up from anywhere. She'll talk trash.
Halliburton is a more
Halliburton's
fair
a good
comp.
Yep.
Yeah.
with where
yeah.
he bombs from and the way he play makes and stuff. Yeah, but
Maybe Payton Pritchard talks a lot of trash, and that's the comparison Reggie's making. I don't know. I'm not going to defend it
probably
anymore.
true.
Yeah, he does.
What
He
a
does.
weird poll.
All right, here's another weird one. The third nominee for Worst of the Week is Pat Connaughton's hair. Got a dye job because he lost in fantasy football, but the dye job's not so good.
Oh.
That's the problem.
That looks like a high school dye job.
oh, dude, yeah, there were like 8 guys in my school that had this hair dye or hair job for sure.
Didn't he just got released as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Just living his life with this hair. Training.
Poor Pat Connaughton.
Poor Pat.
But good sport, I guess. You think that was a predetermined fantasy football punishment?
I think so.
Like at the start of the
I
season?
think
Okay,
so.
okay.
Yes.
It wasn't decided
Yes.
after.
Yes. So those are your 3 nominees. The other one, which was going around, was Anthony Edwards being interviewed post-game, and then a camera quickly swung over to Rudy Gobert, who was nude. He was a nudie Gobert.
Okay. The camera did swing over to Joe Ingles.
Yes,
In
that's
defense of the camera person.
Okay, yeah.
But Rudy's...
Didn't check the background.
Rudy is there, obviously.
But they're gone.
Undressing, yeah.
Those clips of Rudy Gobert, they're gone.
No way.
I can't find. I literally, I was going to make it the nominee over Pat Connaughton's
Okay,
hair
yeah.
because it's better. You literally, the camera swings over and you can see everything waist down from Rudy Gobert. Everything. Now it's kind of blurry and it's not a but either way, it's way better than Pat Connaughton's hair. And there's a reason why it's been deleted from the internet. Like the Anthony Edwards interviews are still there, but somehow they've gotten everybody to cut that part out.
Wow. How did they do that?
The clips are gone.
They're gone. They're gone.
That makes it better, actually,
Yeah.
kind of.
I mean, look, you can't be the person recording. You can't be doing that. I get it. Ingles started talking, so you pan to the guy. But man, holy, you are in the locker room there. Keep it focused on Anthony Edwards just talking to you. Pretty funny.
I didn't realize it's fitting now that Pat Connaughton lost his football fantasy. We're talking about Rudy Gobert being naked. I once had a fantasy team named Nudie Gobert.
Wow,
Yeah.
full circle.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. With I remember Danielle blocked out. She did the icon Photoshop of the lower half of Nudie Gobert blocked out.
Oh, right.
Way better than what the camera person
Wow.
did. Honestly, why was he taking his pants off in the middle of interviews and stuff?
He's in the locker room.
I know, but there's interviews, there's
He's
cameras.
probably showered or getting ready to shower.
Yeah, that camera got in there too early.
A little too early.
Blame PR. Blame PR for allowing that camera person.
Wait
in
until
there.
our guys are dressed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. It was like a team-wide fantasy football punishment, I think, for Pat Connaughton.
Oh, it was the Hornets.
yeah, which
themselves.
is like-
damn. Then he got,
Yeah, exactly. Kind of disappointing. Like, it would have been awesome if, I don't know, Brandon Miller or Khan finished last. Imagine Khan Knipple running out there with blonde hair. That would look hilarious.
yeah.
Oh,
He's the best possible guy, maybe.
Can I throw one more nominee in?
Yeah.
Alperen Şengün had a bit of a rough week here, I would say,
Yeah.
when you add it all up. He wasn't selected to the All-Star game. Okay, so that sucks for him. Then he wasn't even the injury replacement. We thought he might be for Giannis. No, they got cute with it, put Cat on the international world team, and then picked Kawhi Leonard as a replacement for one of the Team USA teams. So there's that, but it's not really his doing. But 2 games ago, Şengün got ejected, got tossed, for getting very upset with a female official, and he dropped the B word on her. And you can see it, there's no doubt. And you can see the Celtics bench react when he says it, because he says it to her, because he was upset with a no call. He thought he got fouled as the ball went out of bounds. So there's that. And then finally, after last night's game, I don't know if you saw this, Rockets coach Ime Udoka was asked about Şengün, who's being hunted right now mercilessly on defense, and like you're putting him in pick and roll options, and he's not giving a lot of great effort. They've lost these last 2 games. Udoka said to that question about that, it's been the case since I've been here, so no different there. I mean, Udoka does not mince words in these things, so yeah, he's calling out Şengün. And there's a clip too, Durant's yelling at Şengün in this game. Come on, man. So I would say that's a pretty rough week for him, right?
There seems to be a lot of tension with the Rockets right now, and I think they're up there with the Heat for teams that it's really strange they didn't make a move. Since December 1st, they're 18-15, 15th in offense, 12th in defense, 13th in net rating. They are just a middle-of-the-pack team for the majority of the season, and one of their 2 best players is 37 years old. I can't believe they didn't do anything yesterday.
Yeah. It is definitely concerning that they don't have a ball handler healthy quite yet. They got blown out by the Hornets. And I know it's a 10-point loss, but it was way worse than that. Ime likes to call Şengün some things. I remember last year we had him as part of a worst of the week when he said, "Stop being European," type of thing. Directly to Şengün.
did, yeah.
Get that European out of you type of thing.
That's right, we did do that.
But yeah, Şengün plays really hard on one end. But offensively,
and
he throws that
he had
body
a
around.
stinker too last night. I think he was He was like 3 for 11 or something.
Yeah.
Maybe even worse. He did
Yeah,
not have a
something
good
like that.
offensive
Yeah.
game either. So, all right, worst of the week nominees. Who is your worst of the week? Let us know here in the stream team. Who gets your vote? Well, boy, of the night, sponsored by Brad Hartsell on behalf of the Green Team Committee for the Bristol Rhythm and Roots. You brought this up before, did you not?
I did.
The Bristol Rhythm and Roots. So here it is. This year marks the 25th anniversary of the Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion and a one-of-a-kind celebration of country and bluegrass music, culture, and community in the heart of downtown Bristol, Tennessee / Virginia. Yeah, we talked about this. It's on the border.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
on
yeah.
the state line.
So behind the scenes, the Green Team help keeps the festival sustainable, working with vendors and volunteers to reduce waste and protect our shared space. We love that here, reducing waste. So good stuff, Brad. Way to sponsor it for the Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion. We might see you there.
I brought up that festival. That's when one of our fans, this was Nathan, who saw the poster for it and said Sierra Farrell. She was the big name on there. He said, she's great. You got to get there, Tess. I listened to her. Listen, she's good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of soul in there. It's not my thing.
Okay.
The country bluegrass of Sierra Farrell. It's fun though. I'd love to walk a state line, be at a festival. I'd love to walk a
state
Virginia to
line.
the left of us,
Have a
Tennessee to
have
the
a
right
beer
of
in
us.
Tennessee. Have a corn dog in
yeah.
Virginia. Hell yeah, man.
Banjo? little banjo action?
It's got to be.
Oh yeah, a little plucking for sure.
That sounds cool.
Does. We have a friend that can play the banjo.
Who?
Brody.
I didn't know that.
He can legit play the banjo. Shout out to Brody. He watches and
Tell him to
listens
send
to
him
the
a
show.
song.
Sure.
Yeah.
He'd gladly do that. Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion. You think Chris Berman shows up to that? Bad ESPN joke. All right, Joel Embiid had a monster line. Wemby did his thing. Jalen Suggs filled the box score, but the woe boy goes to Jock Landale, making one hell of a debut for the Hawks. Kaka last night. Matched his career high with 26 points in a win over Utah. Close win over Utah. Shot 10 of 14 from the field, 5 of 8 from deep. 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 blocks in 32 minutes played. This guy, man, this is crazy. And John Hollinger had a great point. The Jazz giving Atlanta Jock Landale for free so he could go for 26, 11, 5, and 4 blocks against them in a 2-point game the next day is absolutely next level stuff. Chess, not checkers. Hollinger pointing out, like, that's slick. They gave him the guy that beat them so they could take the L here as they try and keep their chances good.
Wow.
In the draft lottery, yeah. Amazing. But this is a pretty fun story. Jock Landale, he was in Memphis. I mean, he was traded to Utah, but never went to Utah. He was going to fly on Thursday morning, but he's like, nah, I want to get there. I maybe want to play in the next game. So he drove 5.5 hours from Memphis, like Tass Mellis once upon a time. Took a little longer. We went the wrong way for a bit. But anyway, he just packed up his pickup truck and hit the road, he said, and got here on Wednesday, late Wednesday night, and then obviously played in this game.
And then he started splashing threes.
Yeah. Man.
He's got a very unique form of that shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not quite the parentheses that you called Spencer Jones, but it's in the same category.
It is in the
Yeah.
same category. He's playing great this season.
Yeah,
though.
I know.
Like I don't know. I've seen him have a lot of good games. You think he stopped at Buc-ee's on the way?
Yes.
I do too.
Guaranteed. Somebody should have asked him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
brisket
Come on,
sandwich?
Lee, ask him.
Check in.
So, Jock Landale. I don't know if there'll be many more opportunities to give him a whoa boy.
Jock
So again,
Landale.
Embiid, he'll get more in the
He'll get
future. Wemby, he'll get 1,000. Jalen Suggs had an awesome game, but I wanted to give it to Jock Landale.
I thought if there was a cheap center that the Pacers could get, if they weren't trying to go for Ivica Zubats, Landale could be all right. He's had a good year for sure. He's splashing threes. I thought potentially another whoa boy of the night could have been Jalen Suggs, his first triple-double of his career, plus 4 blocks and 3 steals.
I know.
Nearly 5x5.
Incredible game. It was between the two of them, but I went with Jock.
Jock.
Just because I wanted to tell that story about him
great story.
driving from Memphis.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
There was actually a lot of guys who were traded at the deadline who actually played yesterday, which I think was kind of surprising.
Yep. That's a good point. Games last night, we already brought up the shorthanded Warriors erasing a 14-point deficit in the fourth quarter to beat the Suns. Did you see the Warriors attempted 37 three-pointers in the first half?
That's a lot.
They ended 20 of 55 from deep. overall.
Okay, good percentage.
Yeah, but things cooled down in the second half. 37 3-point attempts in the first half. That is unbelievable. Hornets extended their win streak to 8 games. One other note from that game, though. Rockets' old man Jeff Green added another poster dunk.
That's incredible.
To his, you'll never believe, his eventual epic 20-minute mixtape that you're going to be showing your grandkids in like 2066. And you're going to be like, is this guy the greatest player of all time? Another one. It was a good dunk. I think it was on Kalkbrenner, wasn't it? As he was going in transition. I think he threw it on the big guy.
Can still do it.
My God. But the Hornets won. And Austin Reeves scored 35 points in 25 minutes. Lakers won a close one against the Sixers, but Luka left with another leg injury. We don't know the severity of it. Didn't return to the game.
Not ideal.
That is a guy that's an old... Look, Team World, man, what's going on here? We'll wait to see about Luka. Like, the All-Star game's next week. Will he play? SGA, is he playing? I mean, he's out from regular season basketball for at least a week. Is he going to play in the game? I don't know. They're losing some bodies here.
Losing some bodies.
Hey, Şengün, you're in.
For USA, Anthony Edwards said he may not play because he's kind of banged up. During that interview when we saw Nudie Gobert, some saw Nudie Gobert, he said, I don't know, I'm kind of banged up. He's still playing basketball, but he may just want to take All-Star weekend off. And he's been known to take that off.
He's been known to be there and still take it off. Absolutely. Another 30-point game for Cooper Flagg, 32 last night.
That was good.
Put him in. You know what? Put him in.
Why
Put
not?
him in the All-Star game.
Sure, people will be excited.
Yeah.
And not an All-Star, but the news yesterday was that Peyton Watson, grade 2 hamstring strain.
Oh, I missed this.
Yeah.
Expected to miss extended time.
Oh, my God.
They cannot stay healthy this
Oh,
season.
my God.
Yeah, if he were to come back, it would probably be just pre-playoffs. I mean, that's the sort of the estimation, but nobody. Aaron Gordon out. Wins Cam Johnson coming back. And Christian Brown's back, but yes, that stinks for them. That's starting to dig a bit of a hole there for the Nuggets.
Yeah. Pick 'em. I finally won.
Hey!
My streak is over. I had lost 11 straight games. But that's all right. We had the Raps, Bulls. Always a classic. Trey always has to take the Bulls, and he took the L.
What a ridiculous team they had last night.
Oh, yeah. Big line, too, with the Raptors. Yeah, covered. Yeah.
They had Yuki and Mac McClung playing together.
I mean, that's an exciting, fun lineup.
That is. Yeah, I mean, think about how easy Mac McClung could jump over Yuki. He could maybe get his feet over it.
Do you think he could do a front flip over him? And dunk it.
Not and dunk it. I think he could do the flip.
Do the feet. Wow, the feet over him would look amazing, actually.
Feet over?
Yeah. Like, you ever see those clips of, like, people that walk on water? Like, they'll jump into, like, a bucket of water, and you'll see their little tippy toes, like, go on the water, and it sort of looks like they're walking on water. I want to see Mac McClung do that to Yuki in the dunk contest. Jump over him, but, like little tippy tap on his head, and then dunk it.
Please do that. We still need a fourth guy.
I know. Who's going in this?
Who's that going to be?
Fine, I'll do it.
Do it.
It was a very impressive pig jump yesterday.
Yeah, right. Ooh, put the pig costume on and do some dunks.
That would look awesome.
Awesome.
You know who would love that? Darvin Ham.
Oh, fuck. Nice.
He was in a dunk contest.
Damn, that's good. That's
Deep cut.
good.
Tonight's game.
He did a 360, too.
I think you're right.
Did the tap, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tonight's game way better. Top 2 teams in the Eastern Conference.
Nice.
Knicks, Pistons. It's basically a pick 'em.
Yep.
Pistons are favored by 1.5 points at home. Skeets and I are taking the Pistons. Trey taking the Knicks. I was ready for Trey to pick. I let Trey pick because he's in the middle of the standings.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Skeets
Trailing,
picked first. He's
yeah.
1-3. Trey's 2-2. I'm 3-1. Skeets picked the Pistons. Let's wait.
I went
going?
back and forth on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
The numbers are good for either side.
Yeah.
Like a home favorite versus away dog. So we'll see how it goes. That should be a good game.
Yes.
Yep.
I know the Knicks have a lot of guys on the, questionable list tonight. Like, maybe a part of that was that double overtime game they just played. But I think, like, Cat may or may not play, OG may or may not play, Josh Hart may or may not play. But then again, maybe Cunningham might be questionable too. We just reached that point, man. You don't know.
You don't know.
Makes betting on these games very difficult. But we got the Pistons to win by 2.
Should be a great one.
Yeah.
Playoff rematch.
I might be flipping over between commercial breaks at the Olympics opening ceremonies.
What kind of network we got this thing on tonight?
It's on the cock.
Oh no, this one is on Amazon.
Oh, this game.
Yeah, this one's
sorry, I
on
thought you were
Prime.
talking the Olympics.
I was wondering if it was going to be both Peacock mode.
So one's on Prime and one's on, I guess it'll be on NBC too.
True.
It's going to make flipping back and forth difficult. I might go buy a second TV for tonight.
I need my Olympics TV, please.
Yeah. You see the controversy already with the dongs? Not to
Oh, yes.
get all Rudy Gobert
This
about
is
it,
a great
but,
controversy.
Yeah. So they're like injecting their wangs to help them in
Yeah,
the
some
ski
kind
jumping.
of acid, hyaluronic
Yeah.
acid or something
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
makes
Yeah.
your suit bigger because of your bigger dong.
Right.
And then there's more like
Surface area.
more
or-
surface area
Yeah.
to like turn you into more of like a parachute man.
Yes.
And it, apparently like 2 centimeters of extra suit gets you 6 meters of extra jump.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
That is unbelievable.
That's crazy. I mean,
gotta
I've
be
been
one-
injecting this stuff for no reason, you know? I don't even get the benefit from it except for, of course, looking cool in my sweatpants.
Okay, here's an idea. I mean, I hate to all keep going always back to the pig costume, but put them in the pig costume, let them fly. Literally, pigs fly. I mean, awesome looking. What a straight, like, maybe I've just never really thought about it. Fascinating event that it's still a thing, the ski jump.
Yeah, it's
Just weird when you think
scary,
about
yeah.
it.
Like, go jump that. See how far you can go.
Yeah. Apparently, that's a real big television camera trick, though, too. Like, it's scary, what
Sure.
they're doing, the men and women. But, like, it looks like they're like 1,000 feet off the ground, but they're really not.
It's all about the glide?
Yeah, and obviously the slope of the hill. And so how they shoot it on TV makes it look like they're flying way higher than they maybe are. I don't know. Thought that was fascinating.
I watched a bit of the freestyle skiing, which is also in a half pipe. The drones are out there.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty fun because
that's
they've
cool.
got drones. Quite often you see the drone within the shot of the other camera, but who cares?
cares?
And you could hear it. You could hear the drones. But they offer so many good camera angles. It's pretty good.
I'm excited, man. It's time for the Olympics, baby. Here we go. All right, before we go, rapid fire fun. JD, you got the questions. We got the answers.
Yes, I do have the questions. And you have the answers. Last week, 61-year-old Lenny Kravitz opened NBC's Sunday Night Basketball with a cover of a 58-year-old Elvis song. I was not a fan, to be honest. I feel like I was the target as well, which is, Lenny Kravitz and his covers, I don't know.
Right.
American Woman, I did not care for it. His originals, I like. But anyways, guys, what's another old song covered by an old artist you'd want to see here open the next NBC broadcast?
So before I answer, I mean, we just sort of completed the Wang trifecta, right? Rudy Gobert, Wang,
Yeah.
ski jumpers, injecting stuff into their wangs.
Yep.
Lenny Kravitz. We've seen that Wang.
Speaking of wangs.
I love that clip.
That's great.
That's like one of the funniest internet clips to me of the past 20 years.
It's really funny.
Yeah. Like, I didn't have a lot of opinions about Lenny Kravitz before then, but it's number one thing I'll always think of.
It's tough not to. All right. So to answer your question, another old song covered by an old artist.
Yeah.
This was tough, JD. My answer is super random. Give me Smokey Robinson singing "Rich Girl" by Hall & Oates.
Okay, I'm in. I am
Doesn't sound
100%
that bad.
in.
I pitched it to Nora. She's like, "Hi, yeah, that'd be an interesting." She actually first got upset. He's like, "You can't say Smokey Robinson. He's too old.
He is very.
He still tours.
Wow.
He's 85, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
That's respect. I bet he sounds awesome still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's good.
Yeah.
You got to pick somebody who's still touring. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
the same thing. I
Okay,
did the
where'd
same
you
thing.
go?
I
Yeah,
picked
what do you got?
I picked Lionel Richie to sing my
Oh, hell yeah.
old ass song.
What'd you go with?
Feeling Good, which has been covered a billion times. Like our man,
Oh, yeah.
our man Michael Bublé.
yeah, I'm feeling.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Birds flying high. You know.
Who originally sang that?
Well, Nina Simone did a
Did it?
huge
Yeah.
version of it. It was in a musical. I read it was in a musical
Oh,
first,
okay.
and then Nina Simone did it, and she made it
Oh,
big.
oh,
But then
that's the
everybody
greatest
covers
version.
it. Yeah. So listen, I would love if Michael Bublé did it because he can do it.
Sing it. Forget basketball. Sing it during the ski jumping.
Sing it during.
Birds flying high. Wags
It's on
flying
NBC. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's why it would make a great intro. Here's a guy dunking a basketball.
Ooh, yeah.
That is good.
Yeah.
I missed Lionel Richie by one day when I was in Mexico last, but he was playing just down the road. Trey,
He was touring in Mexico.
he was playing Mexico. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
Double bill with Smokey? Smokey and Lionel together?
Yeah, that'd be
I want to hear the Smashing Pumpkins' Billy Corgan sing Taxman by the Beatles. I'm the Taxman. Were you a Smashing Pumpkins fan, JD?
Yeah, one of my favorite bands of all time.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah. They're still cool. They still have it.
They still touring? Are they back touring?
Yeah.
I guess?
Yeah, they're touring.
Of course they are.
They got like some sort of 25th, 30th anniversary or something.
Amazing.
Anyway.
Oh, hey, Our Lady Peace is playing here soon.
Wow.
Just so you know.
What's that guy's name? Rain Maida?
I think so. Yeah.
Married to Chantal Crevias. Just naming Canadians right now. Okay, yesterday, during our marathon trade deadline live stream, Ski said, quote, "If I could go back and relive my youth, I'd give Dr. Pepper more of a chance." Just a random moment from a very long show. Guys, what's something you completely slept on growing up, Skeets?
Well, I'll paraphrase myself again. If I could go back and relive my youth, I would give the 80s cartoon G.I. Joe, a real American hero, more of a chance. Never watched it. Never had an action figure. I thought Joe was one of the little dudes, but it's apparently all of them.
Great point. Yeah, they're all Joes.
For the longest time, I thought Joe was the guy.
Well, originally he was.
Oh, was
like
he?
in the 70s, the big, the Kung Fu grip. That's it's G.I.
I mean, I
Joe
have
for
no
sure.
idea what you're talking
but yeah,
about,
then
but
it
yeah.
turned into an outfit.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Dudes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just never watched. This was the one cartoon. It's my blind spot when it came to cartoons. I was, all the other ones. Probably you can name every other one I was in. Transformers, Thundercats. Those were like the 80s ones,
Yeah.
right? The big ones. Not G.I. Joe. So
He-Man?
Oh yeah, He-Man. All of them.
He was
all
great.
of them.
He-Man was great.
But not G.I. Joe. I couldn't believe I never had any of the action figures. I had a lot of the wrestling ones and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Were you a G.I. Joe guy? Maybe it's because we're Canadian. Man.
No,
I don't know.
it wasn't for me. I did have a little character, but I never used him. I never was
Yeah.
into him. Never was into the I don't know why I had one. I never
Well, it
actually
feels
watched
like
it.
everybody had them. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
like Barbies. It was the boys' version of Barbies. Everybody had one.
100%.
Not me.
Tassie, what's something you slept on in your youth?
Mine's not funny. It's getting personal here. I didn't watch kids movies. This just sucks looking back. I should have watched more. I should have gotten more kids movies. I did watch The Lion King, and that's why I can always sing Sham Sharanya. What's the trade of the day? That sticks in my head. The LionKing, but yeah, I just missed out on a lot of kids movies. I watch it now. It's
What?
not- they're not-
Why? Like
I had
what's-
older
what do you think?
siblings. My siblings are
that's
super
what-
old.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
So they weren't watching them.
Yeah.
Right.
They were listening to Guns N' Roses and stuff.
Man.
Hey, what am I going to listen to? ZZ Top? No, I want a friggin' kids movie. Yeah,
Are you watching them now with your kids?
yeah, which is nice.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Do you have a
But,
favorite?
I mean, Home Alone's the one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Lion King is good. I think you saw the best animated movie.
Yeah.
At least.
Yes,
The Lion King's
I
great.
think so
Yep.
too. Yeah. Home Alone's it's resonating right now. Like I'm a little bit sick. I had to go to the bathroom today because I had some phlegm in my throat, and I come back and I say I had a lot of phlegm in my throat. You know what they call me? Phlegmwad. That's a stupid line in Home Alone. Anyway, the '90s, man. You could call somebody, "Shut up, Phlegmwad." That was cool.
Forgot about Phlegmwad.
Yeah, that's a bit of a deep cut.
Yeah, that is a deep cut, but I do remember what you're talking about.
Totally.
100%. Trey, what's something you completely slept on growing up?
Country music.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Good
country
one.
music as a youngster. In the Alan Jackson days, we used to have line dancing in middle school class. It's like,
Wow.
what are we doing? Why are we dancing to the Chattahoochee? No, I love the Chattahoochee. Way down yonder? Yeah.
Great one.
That was like, 90s country is some of the greatest country music that was out there. And I only started liking it in the 2000s to 2010s era. So,
Well,
wrong timing.
yeah.
Got to go to Bristol Rhythm and Roots
Maybe
Festival.
so.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Get out there.
We'll get Brody in here first and give you a little plucking on the old banjo. See if it gets you excited.
Okay, last one, guys. Speaking of the live stream we did, while wearing a pig's costume, Skeets cut a full-blown WWE-style promo trying to get NBA insiders to generate some slop. It didn't work, so let's try it again. Guys, give me your best WWE-style pitch to convince someone to make something happen. Skeets.
My name is J.E. Skeets, and I am on a mission to reclaim my soul. And I'm not the only one who thinks, you know, it's about time this all-star celebrity game got a facelift. So make no mistake about it. This is an official declaration of war today to anyone who wants to get in our way and anybody who stands in No Dunk's way. We have a mission to knock the pillars of this NBA media on their ass. We ain't watching all-star celebrity games anymore, baby. We winning them. This is what you call a paradigm shift. And scene.
Wow, that's good.
That was great.
Shout out to John Moxley.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We're never playing in the game, but they're scared of us. They always were.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. We would have kicked their ass and put on a show, and they would have got great ratings.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And then they're like, what have you been doing all these years? We've been sleeping on these
My
guys.
God.
You're sleeping on us.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Come on. You could have put a mixtape together last night of the dimes I was throwing to this guy.
You were passing the
Oh
ball
my
very
God.
nice last
Holy
night.
crap, man. We should have a camera going. We could have sent that to ESPN. They would have been like, we got this
See
guy.
what you're missing?
Oh, man.
Watch this, Shamsi.
Yeah.
Tassie, give me your WWE style pitch.
Oh, yeah, Adam Silver. You need to reveal the results of the aspiration investigation. We all know that it doesn't take a full NBA season to investigate what's going on.
Why did my voice?
God, it's so tough,
Yeah,
man.
that's really
hold on,
good.
I gotta
I
get
thought
back
about
again.
doing a Macho Man. I
know,
tried, and I was
I
like,
know.
no, I'm going to kill my voice.
I know,
Come
but
on,
I,
Flemwad. Let's go.
I know, but I pulled one out a few weeks ago. Oh yeah, when I pulled out the wrestlers, and it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
as good. So that's why I'm still yearning to pull one out. Anyway,
Pablo Torre's got all the information that you need. Oh, yeah. Snap it to a Slim Jim. Actually, in your case, snap it to a Slim Skims.
and see, yeah, there's more in there.
that was great.
Feels good.
You're going to be feeling that all weekend, man. Woo.
No problem. The cream rises to the top.
I love when he says that. Who's the comedian that is with Katie Nolan that can do the...
Oh, Dan.
yeah.
Soder.
yeah,
That was
oh
last
my
night? Yeah.
God, when he does the Macho Man.
Does he? Does he? Oh, yeah.
Oh my, he does some of the best wrestling impersonations. He does the most incredible Macho Man. It's so good.
Trey, give me your, bring us home with your WWE.
Taz Mellis, you say you're gonna eat Taco Bell breakfast in your car and talk about it on Substack? Well, I would love to see it. Snap it to a crunch wrap. Ooh,
Back-to-back Macho Mans. We went Moxley and then two Macho Mans. Hell yeah.
Cramping. Cramping in the sides.
JD, can you do a Macho Man?
Nah.
No, come on, give it a go.
What does he
one.
say? Give me
Just
a
get
line.
the cream rises to the top.
You gotta put your pinky. You always gotta put your pinky up.
Pick it.
The cream rises to the top.
You got it. That's pretty good. Oh, that's rapid fire. That's the drop. That wraps up an insane week of podcasts here from
we had
No
fun,
Dunks.
didn't we?
Holy crap, did we ever? Yeah, I think 8 total podcasts when you add all the emergency podcasts that we did, the 5-hour live stream yesterday, and we're going to have some more live streams coming next week. We're doing a couple of watch parties here in the Classic Factory for the All-Star Saturday night events. And then the All-Star game itself on Sunday. They start a little earlier here on the East Coast. That's good for us. I guess we're ordering pizza again.
Ooh, that's another winner of the trade deadline to me. Mellow mushroom.
Mellow
delicious.
mushroom.
Delish.
Oh, you just reminded me. Do we have leftovers or did the boys eat it?
So many goddamn leftovers.
That's good because we have a second show. Some of us coming up here a little bit later. If you're a Traders fan of the reality show on Peacock, Nora will be joining us here in studio to break down episode 8, Trader versus Trader last night. Oh, yeah.
Wow. You're risking the voice, man.
I know. You guys got me inspired, man. I'm all pumped up
fun
now.
to say, oh, yeah.
I just want to put on the pig costume and fight somebody now, man. Like when I came in, I started roughhousing him, you know. So I want to do a sumo move at one point. Yeah, we'll be doing that at 1 p.m. Eastern. No Bust has its own YouTube feed, its own podcast feed, so check that out. Otherwise, the boys will take a much-deserved break here over the weekend, and we'll be back on Monday for NBA weekend winners and losers. You know we're talking Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
You know we're talking Winter Olympics.
Oh, yes.
And who knows what else. So
We got to squeeze a little basketball in there.
yeah, we'll talk basketball.
Nice.
Don't worry. But I want to put aside at least 10 to 15 minutes to talk about
Why not?
2 other big events. Okay?
But listen, I watched some curling already.
Yeah, man.
Good curling out there. The rocks are still going.
Did they keep the lights on?
The lights were on.
Oh, did they bring out, what's it called? The micrometer? Is that what it is?
Oh.
When they got to bring out the thing to see
to
which
measure?
stone
one's
is
closest?
closer? Yeah.
I didn't see any of the full-length curling games. The benefit, I guess, of the Olympic clips that they're showing on Peacock. Curling is fast. Like they just show them best moments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're
okay.
seeing like the hammer? Is that what they call like the last one where like you got to get it close?
And yeah,
That's smart.
basically
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Which guy do we know loves the Winter Olympics the most?
Which guy that we know?
Yeah. I'll probably email him in 1 second here. He got it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Stony. Deep cut. I was like, hardcore history's Dan Curling?
Dan Curling.
We gotta get out of here, man. We gotta get out of here.
Crack it up.
We'll see you Monday. Talk some basketball, talk Super Bowl, talk Winter Olympics. Till then, Clipper Bros.
You heard it here first. Have a great time. Turn up. Love you guys. Awesome.
Thanks for joining us, and remember, just watch all of our other shows because it got silly, which included some Taco Bell talk, which included me saying, listen to this, Trey, the crunch wrap at Taco Bell.
I'm listening.
What kind of shell do you think it has? It's a crunch wrap.
What do you mean?
What's it wrapped in?
Well, it's a tortilla with a hard boy on the inside.
I don't know if there is a hard boy.
Yeah,
That's a hard boy?
Yeah.
It's just a tortilla.
You're telling me
it's called a crunch wrap.
The crunch is just coming from the toasting?
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well.
We're all eating them.
The problem with Taco Bell is nothing is crunchy.
You're doing it smart, I think, by eating it in your car. Like you're getting it prime time.
Oh, yeah.
If you got to drive 5
Oh.
minutes, it's a different food stuff.
But that's surprising. That's not a double decker. There isn't a hard
that is
shell.
surprising to me.
And I don't think you can actually add to it. You can't put it because it's the shape. The reason why it's the shape of I don't even know what you would call it, but it's like a pentagon
Like a
almost.
half pipe. Imagine
like big.
doing some aerial moves inside the taco shell.
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
When is this coming, by the way?
It's coming tomorrow. I was gonna go
Okay,
today, but there's a
all
big
right.
phlegm on. I do not want to eat a Taco Bell breakfast today. It ain't happening. Honestly, the long flu is happening here in Georgia.
Okay.
This guy's stomach, not good over
Oh,
the last
no.
last
Don't
10
eat
days.
Taco Bell.
10 days of that stuff. I mean, it's on and off. Then it'll go away, and then it comes back all of a sudden.
God.
Then I got a
Oh,
flu, then I
jeez,
can't
man.
sleep, then I got to wake up with sweats, and then all of a sudden there's something going on in the bod. This is the longest flu that's ever been around. Anyway,
Maybe it is.
Well,
that's it.
embrace your fluids, people.
Embrace your fluids.
Yeah.
We'll see you Monday.